I am a rhythm toy, James.
Yeah, you are. You're my rhythm toy.
You wish I was your rhythm toy.
Mr. Miller, if you're nasty.
To mech your cuck. To mech your... To mech cuck. Nope, it doesn't work.
Temecula.
To mech your cuck?
Temecula would work, maybe.
To mech your cuck is hot.
Temecula is hot?
To mech your la 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 you like.
I'm just listening.
Penis better than vagina.
Vagina?
Vagina is a scientific word. A kid said it in kindergarten cop. And nobody made a big deal. Schwarzenegger got a real good deal. Made a ton of money off a child saying vagina. Nobody would have watched that movie otherwise. So don't be mad at me if I use the word vagina, if I use the word penis. These are just grown-up adult words that sometimes people use when they're discussing life in the United States of America.
There happen to be a lot of penises and vaginas around.
Since the 90s, which is pretty much what we do on Bad Libs. We talk about current political news, and then we put it in the context of our experiences as Americans on two sides of the country since the 90s. And I guess the 80s. We reference the 80s sometimes, and 80s Cold War stuff, and, 25-cent cheeseburgers, and... just American glory.
Right? Do you remember that? Like
Glory days!
When the young girls hung glory days, I could pay 29 cents for a hamburger at McDonald's.
Life was good.
Dude, I know you weren't supposed to do this, but my roommates and I would like have save up nights where we would then go to McDonald's and get those like 39 cent, 29 cent hamburgers and freeze the ones we didn't eat. Can you imagine like re-microwaving a fucking McDonald's cheeseburger?
Do you remember how good you could eat with change from your couch?
Right? 2 tacos at Jack in the Box for 99 cents.
Yo, if a kid in my neighborhood today showed up at Chipotle with a bunch of dirty change, they'd call the police, bro.
1 out of 12, we have reports of somebody trying to use loose change.
Homeless child attempting to buy fancy burrito.
Ne'er-do-well derelict child trying to buy a bourgeois burrito.
Yes. I'm sorry, child.
I'm sorry. You must be in a different time decade, sir.
If your parents don't own a properly insured
Toyota
Chevrolet
RAV4
Tahoe or better, you are not allowed to purchase a burrito in our Chipotle, okay?
You must have at least a 780 FICO score to add on any extra toppings,
dude,
sir.
Some of these suburban eateries are like mad bougie.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Like, why are you bougie? And I kind of get it. Because it's so lame in the suburbs that, like, that's actually the fucking place to be.
Right.
Like, yo, homie, I work at Raising Cane's. What? You know what I mean? Like, that's where all the bitches be at.
Right.
Dude, they're open when the bars close. And you know the high school kids are there at 12:30 turning up.
Yep.
Off some Four Locos that a homeless guy bought for him at 7-Eleven.
Right. God, let's hope so. Then we'll know America is still America.
Yo. As long as high school kids are paying bums to buy them alcohol, America's gonna be okay.
Right? Or I guess weed now. Like if I were to be a homeless dude, I think I might post up near a dispensary.
Listen.
What?
The weed trap and the alcohol trap are not. There is no alcohol trap.
No.
Somebody above 21 has to buy alcohol.
Yeah.
Somebody above 21 does not have to buy weed.
I'm talking about the legal
still on the trap.
That's true. That's true.
Some 25-year-old is still selling pounds to some high school kids. Trust me.
Truth.
And not being worried about the fact that other high school kids are going to buy and smoke this pot. Nobody's feeling bad about it, especially not pot.
No.
Maybe the fentanyl dealers got some things they need to think
Work
about.
out, right?
Woo! Oh, man. man, dude. You say fentanyl and
Right,
the
guitar
guitar
must have
breaks. All right, welcome to Bad Libs, episode 10.
10 of the Afterbirth.
10.
Yeah.
This is 10 episodes weekly. We've been every Monday for 10 episodes, and we're so proud of ourselves.
Yeah.
We're so proud of you. If you've listened to all 10, pat yourself on the back.
Right? All 6 of you. Love you.
Yeah, make yourself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and air fry it.
That's right. And if you're watching this in the future, going back, welcome. You missed some fun stuff in the beginning, but we're glad you're here now.
But it lives on our
caught up.
YouTube channel.
That's
It lives on our Spotify.
And it lives in our hearts.
You can always listen to what we said weeks ago,
That's right.
months ago eventually,
That's
and
right.
see if we were right. And by the way, we were. I was just listening to the Ice to Iran episode where something happened. And it was like, well, get ready. We're going to war with Iran.
Yeah.
And we fucking did. Not that that was that hard to predict.
I think as soon as the Epstein Files Transparency Act was filed by Trump, he was like, well, I guess we're just going to have to go ahead and go to war in Iran next.
I mean, we've been doing wars in the Middle East since the early 90s.
Yeah, dude. As long as
We've
I can
gotten
remember.
nothing out of any of them.
Yeah. And I've been reminding a lot of chuckle fucks in my comments this week that like this stuff goes back like decades. Like lots and lots of presidents have been trying to do this, but none of them were dumb enough to like do it when they knew flat out Iran could like choke off 20% of the oil supply. You know what I mean?
We've been producing more oil than we consume in this country for not ever,
Well,
but
I mean,
15, 20 years.
That's forever in political world. You know what I mean?
So the whole time we were in Afghanistan, basically, we were already oil independent.
We could have been.
We've been, well, we could be oil independent being that we produce more than we consume.
Right.
However, we never untangled the Middle Eastern mess.
The petrodollar.
Back to the petrodollar.
That's right.
Listen to episode 9 for more about the petrodollar.
Right?
Anyway, I lost track. We got to focus on this week. It's episode 10. It is the end of March 2026. Rocco. Yeah. Rocco. Do you know what Rocco is?
I know Rocco's Modern Life.
RACO.
Okay.
Not taco, Rocco.
All right, what does that mean?
Because Republicans always chicken out.
Yeah. Okay.
Today, the Republicans passed a bill to pay fucking TSA.
Oh, that's right. I did see that there was a agreement.
So they isolated it outside of
ICE and CBP. Right?
They passed a bill to fund DHS, except for ICE and Department of Border Patrol.
Right.
So basically, the Democrats got what they asked for 5 weeks ago.
Right.
And the Republicans fought it just because they're in Trump's mold.
Exactly.
And just like Trump, they finally chickened out because the airports are a fucking disaster.
Yeah, because they have to take the airports home and then they have to talk to their constituents that are like, man, I couldn't get to the airport. I 9 hours and blah, blah, blah.
And it's like, we're in a war with the most terroristically capable country on earth.
Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Oops.
Like, not funding TSA while at war with Iran is like not wearing a condom when you fuck a homeless meth head. Like some things are just like, come on, bro.
You know better than that.
Come on, dog.
Come on, man.
I mean, it's pretty bad enough.
Shit.
That you're hitting that, bro. You're married. But bro, raw dog? A homeless meth head? Come on, man. Trump's got the entire country raw dogging homeless meth heads, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Nope.
Everybody look down at your genitals. There's a homeless meth head
bump
there. Yeah, you might be in the bump phase at this point.
Right?
Sorry.
Sorry. Man, yeah, all true.
Well, speaking of STDs.
Yes.
People always want to bring up the Democrats because the Democrats are a problem.
They suck. Yeah.
The Democrats are herpes.
Yeah.
And the Republicans are AIDS.
Most definitely.
And the entire American government together is herpes AIDS.
Right.
It's bad.
Look, maybe the Democrats are even cancer. Like, honestly, there's some bad shit that the Democrats engage in. They're not good. They're not. They you know what I mean? Like they're not.
No, they're sustainable.
They're not working for us.
They're sustainable.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
no.
Cancer's not sustainable because it eventually eats whatever it's
right.
in.
Herpes is just like forever embarrassment.
Yeah, and like forever keeping you.
And
from
your
like,
dick is itchy constantly.
Yeah, they definitely make my dick itch.
And then
that's
you
fair.
pull it out, and it's like, oh, what is that?
That's true.
So herpes are bad, but AIDS will kill you.
#herpes are bad.
AIDS will kill you.
Yeah, unless you're Magic Johnson.
Yeah, but this is like 80s AIDS. Bro.
Oh, we're
Republicans are like 80s
AIDS. Yeah.
Not modern.
Republicans
not modern rich people AIDS.
Right. Republicans
like,
are like Rock Hudson AIDS. And
you literally never develop symptoms, and then you don't have AIDS anymore after 4 years. If you have money. But if you don't have money,
you're fucked.
You get cancerous lesions all over your body.
Yeah.
Well, this sounds like the Middle Ages, kind of.
I mean,
when
I'm
people
not
were
arguing
like,
with you.
when I'm sure people were safely living in their castles while people on the streets were dying of plague violently.
I don't know enough to like say that's 100% true because I'm sure there were castles that had the plague. But yeah, I mean, the whole point would be to have a dungeon that you could like lock the sick away in, right? So they'd never get to you. Yeah. That's a good
I
point.
always wanted this to be a comedy podcast, but what we really do here is report one line of news and then spiral into an incredibly depressing conversation.
You say that like it's a bad
thing. It's like therapy.
It's ADHD and therapy all rolled into one.
I hope our psychosis helps anybody that listens feel better about their own.
I'm sure it does.
You might have TDS. If you're upset about the clearly bad things in the world,
right?
You might have TDS.
Right? If you don't like the fact that your president is brazenly corrupt and a pedophile, get over your TDS.
Treatments may include heroin,
fentanyl.
What's the drug that RFK takes? RFK, tell me about your vitamin regimen.
Right, okay, so the first thing I take is excuse me, let me clear my throat. Much better. Okay, so the first vitamin I take is I grind up dead black babies, and I have them injected into my arm. It's not a vitamin, my God, remember?
You mainline black children.
Yeah, aborted black babies.
Where do you get them from?
Planned Parenthood.
Like, do you pay? Who do you deal with there?
It's a guy named Charlie. I don't really know his last name. Hold on, I have to clear my throat again. Okay, much better.
Oh, I like when you do RFK.
Thank you.
That's my favorite.
And I just want to say, I would not in any way, shape, or form mock somebody with a speech impediment linked to a disease who wasn't like a horrible human being. I just,
it's like making fun of Trump's small dick.
Exactly.
Or
anything
making
about Trump.
fun of so-and-so
Marco
for
Rubio's
being
giant
gay.
ears.
I wouldn't make fun of you for being gay if you weren't pretending to be
a hypocrite.
Not gay.
Yeah, Lindsey
Speaking
Graham.
Of, did you even look at my rundown?
No.
My next
I mean, I did, but that was just because.
Lindsey Graham has never been married. Did you know that?
Weird.
Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I'm not surprised by that fact in the slightest.
Yo, if you 60-something years old and you're a goddamn senator for 30 years and you've never been married, you gay. You gay. You gay. You gay. You gay. Zero chance not gay. He fucking used to fucking He used to come for John McCain. He liked how fucking strong and smart and fucking whatever, and he'd ride his dick. He was probably gay for John.
Probably thinks about John's cum gutters all the time, right?
He's like, John, let's do the prisoner thing.
John, you mind if I ask you a question? What do them cum gutters look like when you take your shirt off?
What are cum gutters?
You know what cum gutters are?
No, teach me a new word.
Like on a guy who doesn't look like me when they take their shirt off and they're like all cut, you know what I mean? When they look like our friend Noman Hosni, shout out. I hope you're listening to the show. And you got like those like...
Oh, they're oblique.
Yeah, they're like, whatever. They're like the little channels
so
that...
it's like when you come on a dude's tum-tum.
They're cum gutters. It just runs down.
Yo, man, that joke must have come from the Christian gay joke depot. I never heard that one. That's pretty good.
What about cum gutters?
Cum gutters is hilarious.
I saw it on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen last week. I think I maybe heard it before, but that's how it got put back in my head.
Like,
because they were talking about like hot dudes, and they're like, look, they were talking about the statue of David.
It immediately made me think of that video with D'Angelo. It's like, oh, look at the cum gutters on D'Angelo. Like, I just never thought of that. It's like, look at the rack on her. Ooh, look at
guys
the
like me have a cum
look
cum
at the
bucket.
Cum gutters on that guy.
I've got more like a cum dumpster.
Oh, that is so fucking gross. Oh my God. I can't believe we actually published this into the world.
I mean, you're welcome.
So Lindsey Graham is gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not the whole news story, right?
No, I just want to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I want to acknowledge it because closet homosexual men are the largest problem in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to argue with that.
A draft.
Oh, Lindsay's trying to talk about bringing back the draft.
Sure is.
Yeah. Cool. Like, does he not remember?
I mean, I know this is like that AI thing with Pete Hegseth when we were like, but also this is just a headline.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the draft thing. Like, it's more of just.
I'll say it right out. I have two sons. I have one son that's of draftable age and another that's like not yet. But if they bring the draft back, we're fucking leaving this country. I am not going to subject my kids. I mean, we're either leaving the country or I'm paying to send my fucking kids out of the country. You can just mark it. Because rich people are never actually drafted. No, right?
But also, like, they're just going to have to stay home.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like immigrants ducking ICE. Everybody's going to have to get whistles and not let these people drag our sons to a foreign war.
Right. That even the most like racist, Islamophobic, conspiracy theorist douchebag that they had in the government, right? That Jack, whatever the fuck his name is, that just left. And he was like, yeah, there was no imminent threat that Iran posed to us. So when that guy fucking leaves because the boner that he had for the war wasn't a justified boner, like that, I think that kind of tells you everything you need to know about this state of, not that we need to get into a lot because we do it a lot in every episode, because how can you not? When you live in America, you have to talk about the military industrial complex.
Of course.
I am so jealous of other countries where they don't have to talk about that.
Let's get back to reality.
Yeah, the draft.
It's not fucking happening.
Listen, maybe it will, but like I said,
it won't. It can't. A draft...
It has to come through an act of
80% of the country is against this war.
Yeah.
80%. Yeah. That means all of those congressional Republicans' constituents.
Correct.
Trump's,
most of them.
Mar-a-Laga's congressional district went to a Democrat this week.
That's true. The winds are
blowing.
The
Congress is going to have to come around.
Yeah,
but they're not.
Definitely.
They know they're not going to be there very long.
No.
And I know a lot of them made promises that they're going to need to get reelected to keep.
Yeah, that's right.
So they're going to do what they're going to need to do to get reelected. Correct. Letting a draft happen is not getting reelected.
Yeah.
It's getting murdered.
I agree. And like I said, for the simple fact that I know I'm not the only one that's like, yeah, no, our kids will be gone. You're not going to draft our kids. No way in hell. We will burn down the fucking draft offices before we let that shit happen. Like, nobody...
It's not going to happen.
And we don't need to because we have more than enough volunteers.
It's not going to happen. Yeah. Send ICE.
Right.
Send ICE.
Right.
If you need extra troops,
Correct.
send ICE.
Yeah, dude.
We funded TSA.
Thank you. Yeah,
send ICE.
Those reedy looking fucking spindly little white boys can go
off.
It's
cool they got to take a field trip to the airport.
Right?
But field trip's over.
They got to watch the planes take off and land.
Now it's time to go fight brown people again.
No, not
Not
Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, Chad.
That tour's over, and some of you are going to prison.
Sorry, Chad. You got to go fight over.
We're gonna
over in
need you.
Tehran.
We're gonna need if you want to keep getting that check,
Right.
That
Eventually.
sweet federal check eventually, so that you'll be able to afford rent in 2031,
right? Or maybe legal representation when we have to, arrest you for all the crimes you committed on our behalf.
if you committed crimes.
Yeah.
I am not saying every fucking employee of ICE and ICE agent committed a crime.
I am.
I'm saying all of them are bitches.
I mean,
all of them are traitors because they support a movement. But that I can say that's every Republican.
I'm in a rare error. I know with this opinion, but I feel like ICE is probably an unconstitutional legal entity, like legal law enforcement entity. I know that they were formed, all that good shit.
ICE was an extrajudicial gang.
Right, that was
Trump
formed out
figured
of,
out how to fund through a DHS bill that he bullied the fucking
DHS
Congress
that this country
into.
did not need for the first 200 plus years of his, or 220
And
plus
they're
years
probably
of his
skimming
existence.
it 900 different ways.
Billion
all those
%.
real estate deals,
Yep.
buying all those
Yep.
fucking concentration
That
camp
part.
warehouses
Yep.
that are never going to fucking open.
Nope.
Because no local American communities will fucking allow it.
Correct.
Literally.
Correct.
And these are red places, many
Correct.
of them. And they're like, fuck no, you're not
Right.
putting a concentration camp in my neighborhood.
Right, dude, they're freaking out over data centers. You don't think they won't freak out over like a concentration camp? But give me a fucking break.
You
man.
think I want Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to be Dachau in 30 years?
Right? No.
I mean, hey, listen, man, it might get tourists. I mean, dude, even concentration camp tourists buy pretzels. Domestic policy and governance. We know about the airport disruptions. We just talked about it.
Yep.
ICE deployment to airports. We just talked about that. Senate leadership changes. The Senate confirmed Mark Wayne Mullen as the new Secretary of Homeland Security on Tuesday, March 24th, as the administration seeks to resolve the budget impasse. So this happened, and they resolved the budget impasse.
Right.
But ICE isn't funded, and now we have
Outside of the big bill that they did, because that's been also the big thing. Is
well,
like,
it's
you already got
already
all that money.
funded to
Yeah.
the fucking brim.
To the hilt. Yeah, exactly.
They're just trying to get more so they could steal more.
Because that's their grift. They
and
figured
now
out
Mark
that's the
Wayne
grift.
Mullen, the fucking
Oh my god.
Nepo baby plumber,
Right?
a rich plumbing family guy
Yeah.
who somehow genericked his way to the Senate is now the fucking head of Homeland Security.
Right.
Well, I'm glad I'm doing a political podcast because I'm sure that guy's going to be a delicious piece of disaster. How long do you think he's going to last, though? He's not going to last. He'll get fired either by Trump or by
Trump's successor.
He won't be there longer than...
You think he'll be there by the end of the
I
year?
don't think he'll be there... I think he'll get fired before the midterms.
Ooh, I think you're probably right. I think you're probably right because Kristi Noem lasted like a year and like 3 months, but like as soon as the heat got on her, it was gone. She was gone, and the midterms are going to start making him more and more nervous when they can't, when he can't like rig his way out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a lot of people will be on the chopping block.
I'm not a Mark Wayne Mullen expert, but I have.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Right.
But I have seen enough of this gentleman to know this is going to be a fucking
it's a shit show. Yeah, like as much as Kristi Noem was a shit show, it'll be the same way, just with a dude with balls. You know what I mean?
It's like these people get out of their depth. And
yeah,
then
you
they're
think?
Like, let's go farther.
Yeah. These are the people that say, you don't need government experts to tell you about pollution. You don't need government experts to tell you to wear a seatbelt. You don't need government. All you need is your mind, because it's all about this, you see. And then we put them in power, or some of us put them in power, and lo and behold, they can't govern because they're fucktards. Wow, I can't believe that.
Well, there's an old rule
Yeah.
in management. You can't manage something you don't understand. That's why if you work in a restaurant,
Yep.
and if you get hired as the general manager of a Chili's, I'm dead ass. If you get hired as the general manager of a Chili's, and before that you were the manager of a donut shop, right?
Yeah.
Chili's is gonna make you wash dishes
from
your
all the way up.
first
Yep.
day at work,
Yep.
because you need to know how the dishwasher
You need to
station
know the Chili's
works.
way, yo.
You need to know how the hot water pumps in. You need to know literally everything.
They're gonna jump you into the
to
Chili's
general
game.
manage a if you work at a Chili's
Yeah.
and you're the general manager, you can you can cook every dish on that menu.
Yeah.
You know how to do everything.
Yeah.
That's the thing with being the fucking defense secretary.
Or any government
You're
position,
supposed to be so experienced with government and the military that you know how it all works.
Right.
These people get the heads of departments they know nothing about.
Nothing.
He couldn't say when these guys are going to get paid because he doesn't even know
have
how
any
the
fucking
fuck
clue.
that works.
Yeah.
Who do you got to call? Oh, well, Sarah's got to send an email. And then, I mean, get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's got to go to accounts receivable, and then we got to put it in the pneumatic tube.
But he doesn't even know that.
No fucking clue.
He knows nothing.
No.
He's got to know less than nothing.
Yeah, like you said, he's a Nepo baby plumber.
The only these people spend all their time managing their grift.
Yeah.
There's
1,000,000%.
And how impossibly complicated must the fucking Department of Homeland fucking Security be? What does that oversee? Everything in federal Homeland Security. So TSA.
No.
Not the FBI.
No. CBP and ICE.
Where's the FBI?
Oh, that's just under the Department of Justice. No.
Okay, but CBP, ICE.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Remember the old INS? That's what became ICE and CBP.
Why can't these fucking people keep a name?
Right? Well, why did we need a Patriot
Why do you
Act,
have to
Joe
keep changing
Biden?
it? Because you keep greasing up the name by being scumbags?
Pretty much, right?
Fucking ugh.
Yeah. Ugh is right. The United Ugh of Ugh.
The United Ugh of Ugh.
Yeah.
The United Ugh of Ugh. We sang a song earlier. That was fun.
I know.
I could sing more, but we have so much to talk about.
So much to talk about.
So Senate leadership changes. Legislative standoff. President Trump is pressuring Congress to pass the Save America Act and has suggested eliminating the filibuster to reopen the government.
Right.
As in, no legislation.
Right.
Just do what I want.
Right. But it didn't work because
He's such a bum. Is any of it going to work much longer? I feel like there's cracks in the wall.
Yeah, it's already
man.
coming. I mean, like the fact that Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually out of Congress and now just like assaulting him verbally every day on social media kind of shows that like there's not a lot of people that are super afraid of him.
That part.
You know what I mean?
That
and
part.
So,
It does seem like people are less afraid to oppose him.
Yeah.
Because so many people have opposed him and nothing's happened to any of them.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he still does have control of a very vicious and angry mob. You know, people can lose jobs.
But his mob, I
over
feel like
shit,
his mob
but-
is severely weakened. Like,
It is.
you know,
No, it is.
People are selling their AR-15s to buy gas.
They have to, right? I know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know whether it's
Like,
luckily
you gotta
or
pay
not.
your
but-
army, sport. We talk about this warlord shit all the time.
Right. If you don't keep.
You gotta keep
That's
your
right.
army. Not everybody joined ICE.
Right.
And the ICE people ain't loyal. They're just there for a paycheck.
For the paycheck. Yeah.
As soon as that paycheck's gone,
They're
they
bounced.
don't, and he's whatever.
Yeah.
And these ICE people will do whatever job a legal president tells them to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
right.
serious. They just wanted a good
yeah.
job.
No, I
and they're
completely
heartless
agree.
scumbags.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of people at the DMV that are probably heartless scumbags.
Right.
But they still have a good ass job and they'll keep it. And they're
That's right.
probably great DMV
Yeah.
employees.
Union, pension, all that
Yeah,
good shit.
and
Yeah.
maybe they're great at it.
Right.
And these people might end up being great federal employees, some of them.
Right. Or
Federal employees have
federal
always been
prisoners,
kind of
whatever.
dickheads who just want a stable paycheck. I mean, right?
I'd take it.
Unless you're like Johnny Utah. Again, all hail Johnny Utah.
Utah.
It's not a gay thing. It's really not.
Full on an FBI agent.
Bodie's a gay thing, so we're clear. All right, foreign policy and global conflict. Just so we're clear, it meant that like if I was gonna get nasty with one of the Point Break boys, it would be Bodie, not Johnny Utah. That's
You don't
all
think
I'm
so?
saying. You don't choose.
What if one was the entryway to the other? You know what I mean? What if,
I mean, I don't think I'm glorious enough to have a threesome.
why not? I mean, you're
I
already
didn't
there.
say I'd kick Keanu out. I just said I'd rather one-on-one with.
What if he just
with
wants
the
to
Bodie.
watch? Would you let him watch?
You're going too far with it, James.
No, I'm not.
You're going too far.
I don't
with
think I've
it,
gone
man.
far enough.
Well,
just
at least
kidding.
those glasses are still on. You look like that fish guy from Hellboy. All right, foreign policy and global
Yes.
conflict. Iran war
Ugh.
pause. I just said Iran. I'm sorry.
Man, it's-
Following a 48-hour ultimatum, President Trump announced a 5-day postponement of strikes on Iranian power plants.
By 2 days, I meant 5, and by 5, I meant just please open the strait back up.
He stated that Iran is eager, and I'm going to keep saying it wrong as long as it's part of a stupid story about our stupid president, is eager to make a deal. Through Iranian officials, though Iranian officials have denied formal talks
Shocker.
and continued strikes across the region.
Yeah.
This shit is bonkers, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's basically like a dude who's like lying on the chick and she's like, yo, we've never met.
Yeah.
It's like when Borat put a bag over Pamela Anderson's head. It's like, he's like, Trump's like, we're having peace talks. Things are going pretty good.
Right?
They're probably going to give me everything
They're
I
probably
want.
going to suck my balls. It'll be pretty great.
And Iran's like, we're not talking to you.
Who? Yeah.
We're never talking to you.
And by the way, we just blew up another
And by the
Qatari
way,
fucking
hey,
base.
everybody else.
Right.
We can figure out a way
Yep.
for you to use the Strait of Hormuz. But anybody with America,
Right.
no.
Right.
They're going to try and help isolate
Of
us.
course they are. Dude, I know. It's like a slow-moving fucking train that's going to run you over that everybody saw coming, that Hillary Clinton saw coming in 2016, that Kamala Harris saw coming, a year and a half ago, that we all saw coming, Because, again, let's just bring it all back to who benefits most from the war in Iran. The Kremlin. I'll just say it for you. And who?
All of this, who benefits? They're
Yeah,
going to tank the
Yeah.
petrodollar.
Yeah. Well, maybe they won't. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. And maybe it'll just be yet another.
Or they're creating the circumstances for the American economy to literally get crushed,
Yeah.
ravaged.
Yeah, dude. I wasn't even alive back then, but I've seen videos of the gas shortages in the 70s.
And have the whole world laughing and cheering on our fucking
Demise. Yeah.
The whole world.
Right.
Now
I mean,
Europe
wouldn't you?
doesn't even like us.
Yeah, wouldn't you, dude? Like, eventually the biggest bully on the block becomes a fucking pain in the ass to
I
people.
can't. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we literally just.
Yeah. Like, the whole thing we were supposed to learn from Iraq was not to go into, like, these wars of choice in the Middle East.
Which is why at some
seeking
point,
regime change.
the American people are going to be living like Iraqi refugees.
Yeah, dude. Correct. There will be a lot of refugees, and they just lowered the cost to like renounce your citizenship.
What does that mean?
It used to cost like a certain amount, and now it costs even less to like renounce your citizenship. They're gonna spin it like, well, now you can just
What do
self-deport.
you mean
easier.
renounce it?
You can just say, bounce. I'm out. Peace out.
I'm
gonna
not
go
a
join
citizen
another...
anymore?
Yeah,
And then where do you become a citizen?
that's the trick, right? You got to go somewhere that's either.
That's like quitting your job before you got a new one. bro.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Not in this
idea.
economy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm an American citizen. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Why
No,
the
it's
fuck
like
would
I said. I think
renounce
it's
why would I give my citizenship to these dickheads?
right.
No, thank you.
No, I think it's more about, like I said, self-deportation or naturalized citizens. But anyway, yeah. What's
Economic impact.
Yeah.
Global oil prices have spiked due to the conflict.
still lower than Biden libtard?
Not true. Creating significant political pressure on the GOP ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. This is it.
Yeah.
This might be the end of the GOP.
Nah, we keep saying that. I mean,
They'll find a way to reinvent
they're
themselves.
like Coke or Pepsi at this point, right? Like they're just an
Well, they're like
established
McDonald's.
brand. Yeah.
They'll,
It's not.
They'll sell salads now. The GOP is going to start selling salads.
So? Man, yeah, I don't. So,
we're not unhealthy? Why do we have salads then?
My son
and then everybody's like, well, okay, you are convenient.
Right? No, listen, my son and I were talking about this because he's taking AP US history, AP world history, all this stuff. And we were, talking about how a lot of Americans in our lifetimes, times like 2 or 3 now, don't remember that political parties in this country are not permanent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was a know nothing in the 20th century. There was a know nothing party. There was the Bull Moose Party that Roosevelt started. Like there's been opportunities all everywhere for the Democrats and Republicans to both be blown up. But now the way things are set up, I don't know. So, I mean, I was hoping 10, 12 years ago that we were watching the end of the Republican Party, but they went fascist instead of going like
yeah, so there's going to be the MAGA party or some
version.
spin-off it, whatever they want to call it afterwards,
Yeah.
when Marjorie Taylor Greene and Nick Fuentes and the rest of the surviving Nazis want to start something.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Some new, let's start our own thing.
Yeah.
Start our own thing.
Yeah, dude.
We learned from Trump.
I mean, I would think so, but again, like it hasn't happened yet, so I don't know. I will never say nothing will ever happen.
It can't happen till Trump's gone.
And it can't happen the way the Constitution is set up with the Electoral College and the choosing of the candidates and all that bullshit. There's so much that's wrapped up in it that makes it even harder to eject.
Well, there's so much that's
parties.
wrapped up in modern election law.
Word.
That was written.
We could do it if we started from the bottom up.
That was written.
Yeah.
Inclusive of the Republican and Democrat Party.
Right, or at least inclusive of
those parties are written
two-party system.
Yeah, those parties are written into the system to change that.
Whether the names are
and
whatever.
there are other parties. There's other parties now.
Sure, there's a Green Party.
Yeah.
Look, we had a Whig Party in this country up until Abraham Lincoln became the first Republican president,
But the more likely scenario is a rebrand. Reform.
Look what happened with
there might be a new Republican Party out of Generation Z that is more moderate.
Maybe. I mean, dude, look what happened to the Democrats. I mean, the Democrats were starting the KKK in the end of the 19th century. They were fighting with Jim Crow, enacting Jim Crow laws in the South in the start of the 20th century. They were murdering Republicans, registering black people to vote, but by John F. Kennedy, you got a Democratic president who's willing to make a stand for civil rights, and then Johnson comes in and signs the Civil Rights Act. Like there's so much progress that was done on behalf of the Democratic Party that is literally just a few years before our lives started.
True.
So I genuinely think at some point in our lifetimes we'll be asking ourselves, remember when we used to be Democrats? What the fuck? Now you got Clanhead McGee over there. You know what I mean?
I've never been a Democrat.
You're not registered Dem?
Fuck no. I'm an independent, homie.
Yeah.
But I vote Democrat 99.9% of the time.
What else are you going to do?
I might have voted for, I don't know, if I voted for a Republican maybe on something local.
Sure.
Based on the fact that of their resume versus the
and
Democrat.
Years ago before they went fucking MAGA nuts. Or no?
Yeah, I haven't voted for a Republican since Trump.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. Yeah.
Because if you're down for being part of that just means you're down to be part of that party, and I can't fuck with that.
Yep.
They've crossed into the no zone.
Yeah,
no. Nope. Energy policy shift. I wanted to talk about this. The administration announced a $1 billion refund to a French company, Total E Energies, to cancel offshore wind leases with the funds redirected towards fossil fuel projects. So this was a huge wind farm project for the Northeast.
Yeah.
Actually, to provide clean energy to the northeastern United States.
Amazing, right?
It was a very real and awesome project.
Yeah. And
Trump just tore it the fuck up and gave the money to fossil fuels,
right?
The oil
the
companies.
Exact opposite people that need to be getting
He's basically he's like the Antichrist.
Dude, there's
It's
entire
crazy.
countries where most of their electrical grid, if not all of it, is on renewable now. And that should be like shameful to us that we are the supposed like most richest, strongest country in the world. And we don't have this new emerging technology. It's not even emerging. You know what I mean? We have fucking solar panels on our roofs.
Yeah.
But they just became another corporate grift. They just
and there's wind farms all over California.
Fuck yeah, dude. And they're great. You know what I mean?
That's how California continues to expand into the desert.
Right.
Is with wind and solar technology driving the electricity grids.
Yeah.
And probably paying to eventually to pump water from the ocean.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, to desalinate it and whatnot.
They're going to have to.
Yeah. No, I know, dude. And this is one of those examples of a thing that Trump does where I'm like, it's really not that much different from like your basic bitch Republican president. So it's not like if Mitt Romney had been elected, you damn sure better believe that he would have been like drilling again and shitting on renewable energy.
Not
you know
like
what I mean?
this.
No, not
George Bush wasn't even this flagrant, bro. And he's
if
in
he
the
thought he could
oil
have been-
business.
If Dick Cheney thought he could have been, he probably
Trump's
would have
not
pushed him
in the
that way,
oil
but-
business. He wants to be in the oil business.
Fair. No,
which
that's
means he's not getting a good clip of all these deals he's lining up. He's getting pennies.
Yeah.
Pennies.
Yeah. Which
Pennies! This fucking grifting piece of shit is
not pennies anymore
destroying our
because he ended the
country.
penny. Remember? They're not
Whatever.
making pennies
At
anymore.
this point, $3 billion,
Yeah.
$10 billion.
Yeah.
If he literally has $10 billion, which he doesn't, that's an estimated worth
Right.
after his first
Yeah,
year
they
and
don't know
change
liquid.
in office.
Yeah.
Even if he had it in cash, which he doesn't,
Right.
it's probably all going to get taken back from. But even if he did have it in cash today, like somewhere in Mar-a-Lago, he had a mountain of money.
He had a Scrooge McDuck money bin.
Yeah, like let's say he did, it still wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money he's made these other people who actually know how to take the money out of the grift?
Right. And then can just kick it back to him.
The
once
oil
all that money-
guys?
Yeah.
Who asked for the laws that he gave them that are just have already been just pulling, getting it.
Yep.
I mean, it's got to be trillions of dollars.
Yeah. We're fucked. We're fucked. Because they're the ones that'll get rich and stay rich. Because even if we hold Trump accountable, those guys will skate. You know
We're
what I
not
mean?
fucked.
Well,
As long as we can keep talking to each other.
That's
So
true.
please keep listening and share this podcast,
Right.
man.
like, subscribe.
Yo,
leave a
when I think
review.
about the news and then I look at the amount of followers we have on YouTube, it makes me want to do that Japanese thing where I cut my guts open and spill them out.
Oh, mahjong.
It's not called mahjong. It's called like bukkake, but not. It's called something else. Sudoku? No, that's that puzzle game.
No, it's mahjong.
I have it doesn't matter. It really
you have?
doesn't matter.
Are we done?
No, we're not done,
All right.
bro.
Well, because
That
you were
was
talking
a-
about liking and subscribing to the podcast. I
That
didn't
was
know we
a
were.
quick commercial break.
Oh, I
But
got
we
you.
still have to do legal and judicial
Yes,
news
we do.
before we get out of here. It's a Supreme Court ballot case. The Supreme Court heard arguments on Monday regarding
Bullshit.
mail-in voting restrictions, a case that could significantly impact the upcoming 2026 midterm
If you live in a
election.
mail-in voting state, get your shit in early. Walk it to the fucking place if you can. There's no problem with mail-in voting. Donald Trump just voted by mail. I'm so angry at this fucking. I mean, there's so many people that deserve anger these days, but the Supreme Court fucking deserves a lot of it because they should have just taken this case and been like, no, not going to hear it. Too close to the election, not going to hear it. We can deal with it later or whatever. But there's literally no grounds or impetus to think that there is something wrong with our electoral system. If there was, why isn't he seizing ballots from the last election? Oh, that's right. Because cheaters only give a fuck about the cheating that didn't get them what they wanted.
Also, they're sloppy.
Correct.
And I think that if the Supreme Court makes decisions, but there's also the legal community surrounding the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And I think there's all the state courts, which are really going to matter because elections are state issues, not.
Of course.
And I think, as long as not all of them are completely corrupt in step with the Supreme Court.
Dude, it will just cause so much fucking chaos.
But that's the point. Even
Exactly.
if they can't destroy it.
Correct.
even just suppressing it is enough. Making it chaotic is enough.
They are the party of voter suppression. They have to be.
Being able to argue after the fact that elections weren't correct because of the chaos that they created.
Right, exactly.
So it's caca poo poo.
Caca poo poo.
Caca poo poo. Caca
poo
poo
butt
poo.
butt.
Asylum rulings. The court appears poised to allow the administration to turn away asylum seekers at the border without formal hearings. So no more asylum.
Some. I did. It is important to say some. So I don't know how many that includes, but just the fact that they got a window into it, they're gonna just start popping it up.
We're no longer land of the free, home of the brave.
No.
I'm sorry if you guys are just learning that.
We might as well take the Statue of Liberty's plaque that's like, bring us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free.
Yeah.
And just fucking melt it down and turn it into a bullet and put it into my fucking brain. Cause I don't know anymore. Like the America that I grew up in a conservative household doesn't fucking exist. The Reagan Republicans were like, legal immigration isn't that bad because it's a crime of compassion. They just want to be Americans. Isn't that great? And now we just have nativist pieces of shit like Stephen Miller.
We also are
life.
going through a period of minority rule, brief period of minority rule, and we're getting to see what it looks like, and everybody's showing their face.
And
everybody in every community and every family and everything knows who the MAGA people are.
True.
And they're not going to forget.
Right.
Just a heads up. And with that being said, R.I.P. Robert Mueller.
Yeah.
Robert Mueller died this week.
Yeah.
And, man, I didn't talk to Allison Gill, but I wonder if she's bummed.
I mean, right?
I hope they got invited to the funeral.
I hope so,
Mueller,
too.
If anybody deserved to be at Robert Mueller's funeral, it's Mueller.
Mueller, she wrote the eulogy. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Like, come
Mueller,
on,
she
man.
wrote the eulogy.
I mean, come on.
I can't. Yeah, man. I mean, I guess he was in position to pass one of these years. He's pretty old.
He was old, and yeah.
But he laid it out.
He did.
And the Mueller report, mark my words, will be revisited.
Of course it will be. Yeah.
It will be revisited for decades. Yep. And just because Trump might die, Donald Trump Jr. was in the Mueller report.
Right?
He did some iffies with the Russians.
Iffy squiffies.
Some big iffy squiffies.
Yeah, baby.
So like I'm just 2039.
Yeah.
Donald Trump Jr. is being stretched like William Wallace in Braveheart. And in the crowd with a scarf over his head, walking through the crowd, is Stephen Miller. And Stephen Miller, after all these years, sheds a tear.
I'm doing the Law and Order.
For Donald Trump Jr. I was more on Braveheart.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
It was a kind of a political violence fantasy.
Minor.
To close the app.
Right.
I don't know, minor? That's pretty bad when you're flogged. Isn't that what that's called when they stretch you like that with a horse?
I think flogging is when you get like beaten with a cane. That's like you're getting flogged. I think you're talking about being drawn.
Drawn
and
horse.
Quartered.
Drawn and quartered.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Somebody's paid attention.
Flogging was my childhood. Drawn and quartered was just what I was threatened with. You know what I mean?
Drawn and quartered is medieval torture, right?
Iron Maiden.
Just a little medieval torture.
Right? I mean,
you guys want to institute a medieval society, maybe we should repay you with some medieval torture. Torture, motherfucker.
Yeah. You're going to get
Shout
some hard pie-pitting motherfuckers.
Reminder.
Yeah.
Wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching, please subscribe. If you have like a share ability, share it. But I don't mean on social media. I mean like
in the world.
Send somebody a text.
Right?
Like hit the little share joint, hit copy text.
I agree.
And then reach out to somebody in your life that you've had good political conversations with on either side. It's not about sides. It's about the USA.
It's us against
and
the oligarchs.
World and the humans.
That's right.
So you text them, say, hey, these guys are kind of funny. I kind of like listening to it while I take a poop
take word
at
of
the
mouth,
end of the day.
Right?
You know what I mean? We want to be your shitting music.
We want to be your shit music.
We want you to listen to us while you poop in the morning. Okay? Listen to Bad Libs while you shit in the morning. Ooh, poopy poop. Listen to Zach Miller make no sense. James Sharman climbs a fence. We hate Mike Pence. We pay rents to foreign landlords. USA is a really cool place to be every day. Shout out to Mitri and his tree. Smoked a little bit of that, then talked to my family. USA is where we live. We gotta end this episode, kids. Subscribe on YouTube, write a review. We'll see you next week from the Trek Jew. Next week. All right, guys, have a great week.
Bye, guys.
We'll talk to you
Love
next
you.
week. Peace.